I know, we're moving things all around again. Yeah, like I said, so many things. But, I really wouldn't want anybody to think that I would say anything that I couldn't defend. But I don't think I'm like doing my doctoral dissertation. Oh, because I said something that was true. Oh, Symposium FTC Media Concentration. I'm sorry, Pluria Marshall. Yeah, they misspelled his name, but he should have complained. Yeah, that is Pluria Marshall. The founder of the National Association of Black Journalists. You know, he donated the archives to Ben Holman's journalism school. Title 10, Civil Rights Act of 1964, Community Relations Services. I know. She was supposed to return a phone call. This is the second time. She never does. That's all right. I see why. Try this. You can do it as that lady that they kicked out. They don't like her anymore. I don't remember her name. God, 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 God bless America. Well, I don't do it. Now, Ethel Merman, there, I can do it. God bless America. There's no, yeah, Ethel Merman, because I had entertainment, you know, the big album. RCA, 6 for a penny, but then they, I said, hey, and they said, you're under contract, but I'm 8. That's illegal now. So many things. I know. December the 14th, 1978, Plurin, because they spelled it, Plurin Marshall, National Black Media Coalition, Kaddish Comity International of Sherman Act, courts enter political arena. Seller Concentration of News Media, 1962. Goodhart Restatement of Law of Torts, Volume 4, Compare American, because now we're going cross-cultural. That's what they expect. Oh, I'm just going to pick up that spare. England, America. First public utility concept of press and radio. Scripps Howard Radio versus FCC. I've been very busy. When did I graduate? Somebody tell me, because the years are blending together. Hold on. I think somebody gave me a dog. Yeah, we're no longer talking. Things happen. Hold on. There's so many. Does it say when I graduated? No. Worthless. Get out of here. It's a long story. The concept of press and radio, Scripps Howard Radio versus FCC, 1951, public interest. Union Leader Corps versus Newspapers of New England, 1960. Seller, poor Mr. Seller of Brooklyn, New York, they erased him too. Concentration of ownership decline, competition in news. It says over, not that this is ever going to be over, because you won't surrender. My grandmother would say, your faith is going to get stuck like that. I don't know. Maybe it would. Mansfield Journal CO versus FCC, 1949. Oh, it's all in here. You know, those interior design books from the time of Edith Wharton and those, oh no, they're heavy. That must be like 1,000-pound paper. I'm just saying. Associated Press versus U.S. 1945 Sherman Act. Did any syllabi in 1984 prepare anybody to work in the District of Columbia in any capacity besides embassy party girls? Oh, he came in for 1 week at Kinko's looking for girls for embassy parties. I see. I have a job. Thank you. Abrams versus U.S. 1919, U.S. versus AP 1943, Maybe versus White Plains Publication Company 1946. I've picked out the best ones. Trust me. Encyclopedia of the Chicago Association Negro Press, Beal Song, Extraterritorial Jurisdiction of the Sherman Act, Cross-Cultural. It was. What are you doing with this cross-cultural? You want to stick to law that was already cross-cultural? Why don't you start with the, as soon as I remember the name, Dred Scott. That was kind of cross-cultural too. International law. Woo! You know, you're in so much trouble. You should have given me what I wanted. Way back when I was 30 years younger, but I still look good. I don't care what anybody says. I do. Nothing done. No Botox. Newspaper Preservation Act of 1970. That could be considered, Citizen Publishing Company versus the U.S. 1969. That would be October the 4th, 2022 through October the 23rd, 2022. That's a long time ago. What have you been doing? Flushing the toilet and flushing us down. This is the part that's going to kill them. Because once again, there are no margin notes. New journalism, Matthew Arnold. I'm not kidding. You think I'm kidding? You believe what? You've expelled me. Do not return. Do not return to a campus that the C2 bus of Maryland runs through. You're lucky I'm not wasting my time. You're a son of a bitch. Is the Physics Association still behind Horseshoe Row? Yeah. You better really understand how many different people and the extent of how you broke the law. Oh, I know you think you own the law. Really? Owning something, it's worthy. You created something that is not worthy. So of course you own it, work it. That's right, girl. Trafficking. New journalism, Matthew Arnold. Philip March, Birkbeck, London, Matthew Arnold. W.T. Stewed and the Pall Mall, not the cigarette, Pall Mall, no filter, whose father didn't smoke Pall Mall. That was before the pipe. Was it before the pipe? Where was the White Owl? Pall Mall. No, I've never smoked. Did I break those and flush them down the toilet? Smoking is bad for you. That's why I took it up. Ooh, don't do it. Pall Mall Gazette, New Journalism in the Role of Religious Difference. Matthew Arnold, 1887. I hope it's not Roseanne Arnold. Tom Arnold? Ooh, I don't know. 1887, Up to Easter. Matthew Arnold, Philistinism and Charles Kingsley by Todd E. Jones. Oh, no. What you've done here? Did you do it in College Park? Did you do it in University College? Oh, but when you sent me to UMBC, that was the funniest thing you did to me. An ethnoviolence study. Oh, and all of these older people, when you were coming up, when I was coming up, I'm coming up. No, it's I'm coming out, but whatever. No, I'm sorry. We've all met. You understand? We have. Uh-huh. Young, gifted, and stupid. Hampton Mark, New Journalism, 19th Century. Balin J.O., The New Journalism in Late Victorian Britain. That's published in 1972. I would never come out of my mouth anything that really wouldn't stick. Why would I do that? You're so stupid. Mark Hampton, New Journalism, 19th Century. Jenkins Joy Magazine, Journalism Studies Magazine. Matthew Arnold, A Literary Life, book, 1998. I do not care. Don't. Do you understand? Respect your elders. And I will decide what happens to my shit, because it's mine. Now, do not, as I said, Gershwin Lilly, is New Journalism really new? Is it really new? Is it new? 2024. Schmidt Thomas R., Pioneer of Style, How the Washington Post Adopted Literary Journalism. Griffiths Andrew, 2017, Literary Journalism in the Empire. George Warrington Stevens, in Africa. Did I go to Maryland and Liberia? Did you destroy 6 or 7 pages that were left in a little thing? McKeldin Library just reopened. How deeply did you fuck this all up on purpose? Maryland and Liberia money? New York Magazine, Wolf, 1970, newsletter, New Journalism article, Radical Chic Bernstein, and the glossary of literary terms in New Journalism. You do understand who was the glossary? That is my university college literature course. It's your course. You assigned the dictionary. But you didn't sign an American history dictionary. Oh, don't. If all of the pieces were not one, would I open up my mouth? Now, I'm going to find out who reviewed that CD. Because I need to put it in my book. Do not. Do you understand? We're not going back to 1987. Where your customers, why would I sabotage you? First of all, you don't. They are my, but now I'm nobody to nobody. Why would I sabotage you? Do I know you? Are you implying that your people take extra money? Why would I sabotage anyone? Shit's gonna hit the fan, but it's not because of me. Why don't you try your little mid-Atlantic equity? Oh, my hands are shaking so that's a $25 setup fee, Jill. I know this Brooklyn is in the house. Oh, Jill, don't you know I was sent there to do this? I know. You established the Democratic Party in Prince George's County womanhood. I'm not from Brooklyn. I started a little higher than that. 2 of 2 goes with government oh, not that. So sorry. Wrong one. Well, 2 of 2, it goes with government reorganization, FDR. Hoover, Nixon, FDR. Yeah, that's the wrong one. The American Institute of Aeronautics. Yeah, I'm still waiting on that. So sorry. So much going on. Not what I wanted. Quality of, oh, don't. This is my country, 'tis of thee. Do you understand? You will not open up your mouths against my country. You understand? Because you started trouble within your homelands. I don't care. England, France, Germany, Turkey, Greece. Did you have television? Now, I know you had radio. So basically, America's problems could, if America has one, it could be this corrupt notion of television. What was your excuse? No lip, and I mean it. You will not find me on television, trust me. And if I ever had a teacher worth their grain of salt, except for Miss Downing, whichever, I would never call you Claire, but I see that that's your first thing. Keep up your independent thinking. The Quality TV Antitrust FCC. Oh, it says October, November 2022. Do you think I get these delivered anymore? No, the Amazon truck, he just drove by. And then, no, it'll never he will be reprimanded. Well, I don't want him to get in that much trouble because, he might run me over. Oh, no. That was empathy. Fake. There he goes again. Since your Amazon controls the sky, do you maybe want to just take a paint sample of the house so you know you're delivering it to the right house? Orbach, how antitrust lost its gold. Waldman, rebuild local news, antitrust. Mirrorfold, LA becomes a two-paper town. Levin, 1970, competition. Don't you think you should have done this already, like in 1980? You took the money. You enjoyed it. Do not tell me how to budget. Ever. Oh, now that you're all done. Yeah, that's too bad. Undo it before the government does. And nobody, don't breathe on my neck. Where was I? TV group ownership rule, blank quest for quantity and diversity in TV programming, 1966. Moonves, CBS. VP Gore, he thinks he created the internet. You know that diversity was not the word that you're using it for in your little quest, whatever that was. What was the quest? It was something like, but there's a word. It was, this is a new technology, and if it doesn't work well for us, we should not have to suffer. So for the first 4 years, until we find out whether or not the public is truly going to pay, we should get a discount. I think I should get a discount for the whole thing. Let me take this off so I can read it. TV programming, monopolistic competition and welfare, Spence and Owen, 1977. Is that the year of Alex Haley's Roots? Do you know that Alex Haley and Huey Newton were best friends? He tells a little story about a transistor radio, I think in Africa. I gather the gods crazy. Glass needs sand to make that bottle. The gods must be crazy. Anthropology, where? College Park. FTC and mergers, Zimmerman, 64. Oh, you better be careful. We're almost up to 26. Make sure you put that 19 or 264. FTC, oh, we said that. Antitrust Conference, Elman, Retrospect and Prospect, 1967. But you know what? What about that analysis of the Civil Rights Act? Don't you think you should start with what they already analyzed, unless they lied? So basically, you would need a good lawyer. Do you understand? One that has some cuckoos up there. To make sure those other people didn't lie about the analysis that they say is an analysis. And then you should have started with that. Neil Barter Ooh, I can't even. 1968. White House Task Force on Antitrust Policy over. Stack Grunes 2011. Why more antitrust immunity for the media is a bad idea. Seller antitrust problems in TV broadcasting industry. Ongman 7677. Be no longer a chaos. Constructing a normative theory of the Sherman Act's extraterritorial jurisdiction. You know, there are so many things that were less than 20 pages. Don't you think you should have done that in 84? Yeah. You've gone oh, maybe you didn't go multicultural. California went multicultural. Ooh, I don't know. All I know is that I wrote a paper for California, the Steve Museum project of the Metropolitan Museum of Art, because I even applied for an internship. Just like that movie with that old man. Oh, I don't like him. Robert De Niro. He's a little wacky. Very wacky. The intern. Yeah, I would have been about the same age. A little younger. Same city. Different ends. Or maybe the same end. You never know. Museum project. Yeah, that paper took me to T3, which happens to be a college park, but I graduated from California. They kicked me out. I'm just saying I came back to the place that kicked me out that could have taught me that in 1984. Truthfully, they could have. They didn't. Gotcha again. Yeah, we could leave Ben Holman, although how could I? It's everything. It's government, it's history, and now it's sports. Isn't that true? Mm. There's no way out for you now. There's not. Yeah, good luck. Because, don't. There are 20 more like this. And the only thing that has stopped them is they don't deliver them anymore. Even Walmart. We think they're coming from China. They get so close that, sorry, canceled. Yep. I have no problem being in the big Chinese reading room. I'd rather be in China than be with you. Because we've already been together. What are you going to give me? The band? There's no more study lounge. I'm certainly not going to put a blanket, a college blanket. No, I'm done with college. You're in so much trouble. But I think that's what you want. A little spanky poo. You're a jackass.